Don't be shy, Dave.
I was waiting for the so I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Welcome, fans, new and old, to week 9 of Show Me Your Medals. And as we know, 9 is no in Germany, so we should actually say week jar, as our Thailand friend would say.
Wow. We even give a little fun fact with each intro these days, yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something new to say. Well, yeah. Just to show that no, this is actually recorded live and nothing scripted.
All right, straight into the football then. We'll keep the football short and sweet in it, so we can get on to that I
We've
have
got
to
a
go
lot to
through. Yeah.
cover. Mine's going to be really short, so I'll have to go first. So, yeah, 2-2. Not much to say. I think on balance, it probably was a fair result. I thought there'd be goals in the game. You know, Brighton scored loads, we scored loads, but then we both concede loads. Yeah, the only thing, couple of things. Firstly, McAllister's dog shit. You know,
You
I
dog
think
shit.
I was impressed. I think when we first signed him, I said I'm not seeing much of him, but I wasn't that thrilled, and nothing's really changed my mind about him. I know he's playing a slightly different role, like number 6, but he fucking loses the ball like anything. Like he gives away so many sloppy passes, gives the ball away. I know he tries to chase back and win it back, but you know, he's definitely probably being paid up for this position. But someone, yeah, he just keeps losing the ball.
You didn't pay a lot for him anyway though, so I
No,
wouldn't say it's
25
a
mil.
big.
So
Yeah, he's that kind of player though, isn't he? For that value, right?
yeah, but we definitely, I feel we should start with Endo. I know he had a dodgy game against Newcastle, but to be honest, his performance against last week in the Europa League against that Union Saint whatever, he was actually really good in that holding position. So I feel protect our back four. We need someone like him to start, and maybe Klopp's just introducing him slowly. But yeah, I don't think McAllister's suited that role. Having said that, that miss by Gravenberch, fucking hell, was awful. It reminded me of that Luton guy against Spurs.
Yeah, no, the Luton guy versus Spurs was probably worse.
I think it's worse.
It was worse because even if he went in with his left leg, he could have just slid it all the way
Just
in
a
anyway.
tapping, yeah.
That was awful. But Gravenberch it came as an awkward height, but literally he had a whole goal to aim at.
Yeah.
So
he even had he even had time to kind of take a touch, control it, and then smash it in. But I think that's the difference between what like those midfielders and out kind of killer strikers. You know what I mean? They can analyze it, have that touch, and then. But he had all the time in the world, and obviously the keeper and the defenders, they've all been done already.
Yeah,
but he just that was a game changing moment.
Literally, like open goal, and I think he just needed a bit of composure. Like he could take a touch, or even he just needed to like get his head over the ball and then just knock it in. And at 3-1 could have been a different story. So I think that was a real chance that we had. But at the end of the day, I think 2-2 was fair. Brighton are a good side. They did come at us. Yeah, and we played decent. But yeah, I think
still a struggle for those clean sheets, isn't it? As we said.
Yeah. We can't keep a clean sheet. I didn't expect us to. And like I said, I knew Brighton would come at us, and in a way that opened the game up somewhat. And that's not much to say around that. I think there's nothing contentious happened. I think just McAllister's not suited to that role.
Can you hear Dave properly, Will? By the way, he's really quiet.
Just a minute ago, no. A minute, like just 2 seconds ago. No. Yeah, it just went a bit quiet. Yeah, it's okay now. I think it's fine. It's fine. Not a problem.
All right. Yeah, that's it. From me, as I said, short, sweet. This one.
All right. Which game's a bit more controversial? United or Arsenal's game?
We'll leave United because we leave the euphoria till last, innit? I guess you're on cloud nine, but United again, same thing. It's just like bloody hell, we pulled that one out of the bag, right? And I'm just gonna be the same old shit like Onana, but just terrible. You can just replay every week of my chats from probably week 2 onwards, and that's Onana in a nutshell. Only the week 1 we said he made some decent routine saves, and ever since he's been like you kind of want your keepers to just be quiet or like make a few saves and not be the talking point. But every week this guy is making highlights for the wrong reason. You know what I mean? Every week the group chats are banging with like the Twitter posts of literally him doing clown stuff. And that goal was just a catalogue of errors. I don't know who was trying to defend him saying he weren't the worst. No, I think it was another chat actually said he weren't the worst, but it was bad. His positioning was bad. I don't know why he was so to the far left when the attack was kind of happening through the middle, and then where the striker was standing was again kind of in the middle, but he was too far left. And even though he was too far left, he still kind of made a dive.
He got there, yeah.
Get a solid hand like and that.
Yeah.
Like, well, I say solid hand, but I don't think he possessed any solid hands. The guy is
shadow
like,
hand.
It was
shadow hand, mate.
It went under. It went like under him.
Yeah, no, it kind of went under him, but he got a full hand to it. Like it literally reminds me of my stupid goalkeeping. Like when I'm getting a shot, you think, I should have saved that, but I'm shitting.
That's not what you said, mate. That's not what you said in the chat. In the chat, you went, "Me and Dave could have saved that shit."
No, but I'm saying the kind of the way it happened is kind of like I just know it that you kind of let those in and you think, shit, I should have saved that because the whole hand was there. Yeah. But it's just a weak hand. It wasn't even a weak hand. It's just everything was just bad. But he's just a bad keeper, and I don't know. Like I said, I can't just keep every week coming in. He's a back. I think we've established a bad keeper now, and like it's indefensible. But the problem is, like I said, even last week and the week before, he's going to cost United games. And luckily, Mighty Scott McTominay, second best midfielder in the world, stepped up. You know what I mean? He literally he scored a brace in the goal, but he's only had one offside. Literally, man scored a hat trick. You know what I mean? guy was fucking legendary. He only came on like the 86th minute, and when he came on. Like everyone's just like, oh my god, Scott McTominay, what's this guy gonna do? What is this guy gonna do? It's just like we was already getting our knives out, thinking, oh man, we're 1-0 down, need a win, and we're off the bench is Scott McTominay, but he did the business. But
Ten Hag masterclass, yeah.
Ten Hag masterclass, never in doubt, had it planned all along. But then,
do you think Arana would have gotten big trouble? Obviously, the win overshadowed that. So do you think Onana would have been like real?
He's in big trouble regardless, man. He's not got away with that.
You say because he won, it didn't cost you the game.
Yeah. The thing is, because he won, even though like now it's just more among friends that we're chatting and having a laugh about it. Yeah. But because Man United won it, it literally doesn't matter too much because at the end of the day, it's 2-1, we won. You know what I mean? But Onana didn't cost the game this time because it highlights what more when it literally cost us the game. But the fact that we came with a 2-1 win. He gets away with it, but like I said, he's going to come out again. I just don't think he's a good keeper. He's just not. He just hasn't in him to be a good keeper, and he's not going to improve. Because I think going back to when like De Gea came in the league, he was quite shit as well. But there was more about him not being used to the league and kind of weren't ready for the rough and tumble, and he was like really weak at corners, and because everyone's roughing him up, and he was a bit skinny, right? And then he just improved because he got
19 as well, or something like that.
Yeah, and he got used to the league. But Onana isn't doing shit because he's not used to the league. He's just doing shit because he's a shit goalkeeper. Like shots are just coming at him, and they're just going through his fingers. So. We'll wait. Like we've got international breaks, so this week he can't cost anything. But I'm telling you, we're only quarter of the way through the season, and he will be a recurring scapegoat. He's going to be a recurring highlight wheel for the
Does he go to African Cup of Nations or not? Actually, who's he play for?
He does. I'm sure he does. He's
so who's your other keeper then?
I think they've got this new guy as well, reserve. French dude or something like that. Another new signing because they brought in 2 keepers this period. Okay. Because who was the other guy? Lee Grant left, and I forgot who the other guy was. One of the oldies, but yeah, they're gone. So
Heaton,
that's
Tom
it.
Heaton,
yeah, Heaton. Is he still around?
I thought he was still around.
I thought he's not still around because when I looked at the FPL, is he still there? But okay, it's yeah.
The thing about
But like I said, it's fine. Normally you shit yourself like, oh no, we're missing our number one keeper. Yeah, mate, it's gonna be a blessing. We're gonna win. How many games that last? Yeah, it's gonna be 4 wins out of 4. 4 wins out of 4. One another league. But yeah, in short, like I said, we're in for a bad. It's gonna just continue. I can't see. But I think my prediction earlier after top 3, that's not happening. That's not happening. It's like we need to make top half, mate. You know what I mean? That's how it's going. Because it's not just like Onana as well. I mean, Onana is at fault, but also like the attack, the goals. You know, like to have to dig it out of the bag with Scott McTominay. That the signs ain't good. Do you get what I mean? I think Højlund still needs his first Prem goal, and then things might start ticking along. But
you say that McTominay.
Yeah,
I think Ten Hag was onto something because you know he's Scotland's leading goal scorer.
Yeah, what? Yeah, but what? Top leading goal scorer with 3 goals or something like that. Yeah,
something like that for Scotland. The stats say he's Scotland's leading goal scorer at the moment.
Yeah, but actually, it also stats say that he actually plays a different role for Scotland. So maybe he's gonna start playing that role for United. But yeah, like it's just not ticking. Like, I think Casemiro's not been great. He's looking a bit.
He got taken off at half time.
He got taken off at half time. Yeah, Eriksen came on. Eriksen actually played well. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, even though Eriksen played well, like we spoke about Eriksen, he's not what a top team needs. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be taking off Casemiro and your next player is Eriksen. I just think the whole squad is just not quite right. You know what I mean? Like, we just need better recruitment.
I'm surprised about Casemiro because he had a good season. He had a really good season that season, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then this season he's just not been on it.
But that's it. The whole team's playing a bit poor. And the thing is, like with footballers, yeah, what one season you're great, and then the next season you're just old. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's that sudden when you're literally over the hill in an instant, that kind of thing. And he is pushing on a bit. So, suddenly when your decline comes, it's free fall. So who knows? He might still be getting back. Like I said, United's not been playing well. But maybe that's why, because Casemiro, like when we were good, Casemiro needs to be on form. You know what I mean? He's off form. So
how much of that United squad is Ten Hag's squad?
Quite a lot now, isn't it? Quite a lot. And not just that. Like, I don't know exactly. I think quite a lot of the signings are, but not just that. He's extended a lot of the contracts as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas. So although he didn't, pick them out, if he's extending contracts, it kind of becomes his kind of player, right? Do you know what I mean? Whereas, for example, Arteta, I don't know, when he came in and didn't fancy a lot of players, a lot of them are shipped out.
Overall,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was pretty much 90% of the team that he had is all gone.
Yeah,
pretty
that
much.
he didn't want. Yeah, that he got rid of them.
Apart from El Nani.
Yeah, so I don't know again how. I don't know how much your hands are tied. Like, I don't know. Is the club forcing the extensions? But do you know what I mean? If a manager's extending the contract, then it becomes his choice to kind of keep them, right?
I don't know what the transfer policy is at United. I don't know if Ten Hag gets to pick who wants to have, because obviously Arsenal have Adu, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, he must have a say, but he's not the one going out there to scout for whoever, or has he got a short list that he's working with? I don't know.
Onana's purely his.
That's what I said.
That's on him, 100%.
That's on him, man. And like we've touched upon how many of the Dutch league he's gone back into. So, I would say he's definitely, a lot of the signings are made from him. He's got like I said, four ex-Ajax players already, kind of thing, and then Malacia also from Dutch league and whatnot, and now he's got Amrabat. Yeah, it's not looking good, man.
Amrabat, I don't even think he's.
Yeah, like I said, when he signed it, they were bigging him up. I just think he's like not bottom of the barrel, but
squad. He's a squad player. He's a decent squad player, right? He'll come in, do a job.
He's not a game changer. That's it. He's not a game. But then everyone was building him up to be that kind of thing, and if anything, he's played the first 2 games on left back as well, which is even more crazy. I mean, that's circumstantial. Luke Shaw out, Malacia out, and he was at fault for not this week, but then one of the week before when he tried to clear the ball and he just went a bit stupid. But yeah, like I said, if you saw Amrabat in any other squad, you wouldn't think anything of it. But because Man United is so depleted, it's like we're trying to build him up as the saviour. You know what I mean? Like, best DM since Declan Rice.
Was he a panic buy? Do you feel?
He's not even a buy. He's on loan as well. But I don't think it's a panic buy. But they just need the bodies in, and obviously lost Fred. Yeah, I don't want to say panic buy, but they needed that DM in. But like I said, he ain't gonna improve. He's gonna do a job, but nothing amazing. Everyone just keep playing that highlight reel of him bloody versus Mbappe at the World Cup when he tracks him back.
Yeah.
I've seen that about 1,000,000 times. Yeah, that's
Yet
about
to
it.
see it. Yet to see it. Yeah, for him.
But yeah, that's United, man. It's gonna be a long season.
Gosh, you won that game. You're still unhappy.
Yeah,
You shouldn't have won that game.
Yeah,
you shouldn't have won that game.
That game just kind of showed, like you know, if we lost that game, it would have been 7 losses in 11 and 3 home defeats in a row. That is how lucky, Ten Hag was not to lose that game. Do you know what I mean? Like 7 out, those stats are, like I said, we even said 6 out of 10 was bad enough. 7-11, 3 games at home. Would have been curtains, man. But he gets to live another day.
What's the odds for him to get sacked?
I don't know. I haven't seen. I can't imagine.
They've probably gone down a bit now.
Anyway, back to the darling of this week. Then we're gonna win the league.
Do you know what?
You did everyone a favour.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You reckon? I think we did ourselves the favour. I don't think it was the most beautiful game in the world, but I think if tactically it was astute, it was well thought out, well planned. You can see there's a game plan there. Haaland in Saliba's pocket, 100%. You can't tell me that he's not. Shame to all these people captaining him in the FPL. Shame on you. But yeah, it was just for the neutral. It wasn't an extravagant. Sometimes you see these games and there's going to be goals. There's going to be attacking. But I think there was a strategic build up from both sides. And I guess, like, watching that game, it was the first time I really see Pep a little bit nervous in the game. I could say that with chest now because as the game results in, right? But it did during the game. It didn't seem like he had the best game plan against Arsenal. It felt from City it was a little bit scrappy, although they had more possession than us. Couple of yet again refereeing decisions that I just thought were absolutely appalling. Kovacic should have been sent off the first one. The first one sent off straight away, man. Like I don't get what the ref's looking at. Michael Oliver, this guy, he sent Martinelli. Remember last season, Martinelli shoved the player and then took a throw on. 2 yellow cards, 1 go. He couldn't wait. But then this time round, he's Kovacic. No, I'll give him a yellow for that. And then
that was just quick. That was worse than Jones's red card.
It was appalling. Like
because Kovacic for me looks like a bloody war criminal. I reckon he went to do it for sure.
Hey, you sure your mic's next to you? Because I can't hear a thing.
I can hear him. I can hear him.
Yeah. I can hear Will perfectly, but David's a bit of okay, it's fine. Go ahead.
I can hear Dave, but it's what I'm saying. Like if the first okay, it's like the Liverpool red card. It was an initial yellow. I'll be like, that's a definite yellow. That's a definite caution. But it looked red to me. But if the ref's given the yellow, then it's a yellow. Fine. And then next minute, 3 minutes after, same guy lunges in on who was it? Was it Martinelli or I can't remember who it was? Studs up everything. No card. Like I could not believe it. I could not believe it. I guess if it was like the first minute of the game or whatever, maybe he could have gotten away with it. But you're in a crucial part of the game. It could have swung things. Like it's not exactly like Arsenal were on top. I think we were in somewhat control, but that would have changed the game.
But
like completely.
The good thing is, you said that would have changed the game. Thank God Arsenal won anyway. Do you know what I mean? So you didn't need to change the game because in the end, the result you wanted with Coventry having the red card is a win, right? And you got to win even with
Big
the red
deflection,
card.
big
Yeah.
deflection goal, but
Yeah,
and
so it worked out perfectly. You get what I mean? For Arsenal, we didn't need. Yeah, like I said, it's a bit like that. Like we said about the fact that United won, it overshadowed the fact that Arsenal won. That red card thing can be. We're not brushed over because obviously it's the huge talking point. But like you said, what more do you want? You won anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think there's a certain relief there that we did win, but that could have changed the whole complexion of the game completely, like it did for Liverpool, right? I've got to give props to Arteta, for on the weekend, on the Sunday, on how he managed the subs as well. Thank God he didn't start Kai Havertz. I think that gave us a bit more impetus. But I see that finger. He was involved with that goal.
That's the one, yeah.
So, and it's the subs, like bringing on Martinelli half time, changed the game. City were a bit rattled, like when we were on the left wing there, and then all four of his subs, Tomiyasu, Partey coming. It's good to see Partey back. That's a good sign for us. But he's probably going to African Cup of Nations. Havertz and Martinelli combining for that goal. All subs there, so impactful in terms of what he created from that. He must have saw something. I saw him talking with the assistant manager, and there was something that they could have done, and I think it kind of paid off, really.
He must have said to the assistant manager, let's get Tomiyasu in and play him up front, and you stay up there, and just head the ball back or some shit. Because
he was inverted, man. He was inverted.
What the hell was he doing so high up?
He was inverted. Inverted, and getting the ball in and around the box. I think that's what he wanted, because Tomiyasu's big, right? He's a big guy, can handle. He wins the balls, right? I don't have stats like you do, but he wins the balls. So that's probably what his job was, to get up there when on attack, balls launched into it, because we've got people that can do that. And hey, Havertz with the layoff. I thought he should have shot that, to be fair, Havertz, but he laid it back.
We would have cost him.
Yeah,
as well,
I would have cost him power. Yeah,
so it was a perfect pass almost, right? Yeah. But obviously, when you saw Arsenal's lineup, you must have not. Your confident must.
I wasn't completely happy, no. I wasn't completely happy.
Trossard, Nketiah, Jesus. It's just a bit makeshift, weren't it? Obviously, we thought no Saka would be bigger than it needed, but then it ended up being. But all good. I
mean, that just shows. I think it really just shows now our depth of squad. Like against City, I know they don't. I know they don't have Rodri and De Bruyne. I think that was a major factor in the way that they played, but. We all said it all season long, even last season, City have the squad and depth to actually play any team they want and still come out with a result. And they nearly did, to be fair. Yeah. So I really don't feel like they should be using that excuse, because, I mean, last season we didn't have games playing them with Saliba and Partey and people like that. So, for us, we weren't at really full strength either. We weren't full strength this time round either as well. So I think that's a good sign for us, without Saka playing, our best player, to come in and get a result against the best team in Europe. I'd say that the best team in Europe was a good sign. Not saying that we're going to win anything. I know we say it in jest, but I don't. I just think it's a good indication of where Arsenal's squad is right now.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'll say, like I said, every week I come and say, I'm not impressed with Arsenal, not impressed with Arsenal, but still undefeated, top of the league with Spurs. So yeah, I mean, mate, I still have to say, I still don't think. I think the meltdown. Actually, I don't know. I keep saying. Remember, I even started saying, I said they're not going to be as strong as they were before. And they're not going to start off how they started last season, but they actually have. It looks like undefeated, 2 draws, and 7 wins, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't. Can you hear Dave? Yeah.
Is Dave talking?
Yeah.
I can't hear Dave now.
Yeah, Dave, completely gone.
Yeah, he's completely gone. Can't hear him. He must have been trying to talk all this time.
No.
He thought we were ignoring him.
But with that result, what do you think about City? Though you still think? I mean, City's there, but
Bro, how many games have we had?
Though.
8? Was it 10? 8 or 10 games now?
Well, I think 9 games we've played, right?
9 games. Look,
Yeah.
we've had 9 games. You've got 29 to go.
8 games. Sorry, 8 games.
8 games. Okay, we've got 30 games to go.
Yeah.
That's still, we're quarter of a way. That's still a massive hill to climb. If we can maintain it, I think if we maintain it up until January, February time, then we can start thinking about league title and stuff. But but the one thing I need to correct for people that kind of discounted us from it, we're in the title race still. Like we're still in the title race for it.
Yeah, which is better than what I thought. Like, you know how Man United is playing? I thought that's how Arsenal would be. But I said United's the banter club now, so what can we do?
Let's look at what Arteta has done over the past 3 seasons. Yeah, he's built a squad and a team. That's what he's not built individuals. He's gotten rid of all of that mentality, that culture. Like he's doing something good. Like right now,
Mate.
We lost it last season not because of Arteta. It was more because of the squad depth that we had. And I feel this time round, we are. I still feel like we're short 1 or 2 players, a striker, and maybe a right winger for backup for Saka. But other than that, if we can get those in January, and I hope we have something, if we're still in around top 3, top 2, I think we've got some money to spend.
Yeah. It'd be good. Like I said, City losing those 2 games kind of spice up the league. You know what I mean? Like, who would have thought Spurs would be up there as well? I just look. They lost. They lost 2 games already this season. Last season, lost 5. So 50% there already. So well, yeah, we should see. It'd be good if. But you remember we spoke like City's going for that unheard of quadruple, isn't it? 4 in a row.
Right. Yeah.
So. If any team could stop them, great. You know what I mean? It's we don't want City
yeah, we don't want that.
Getting that full fight. So yeah.
I have to say on the goalkeeping front though, second half he played all right.
Yeah.
That first half,
Dodgy, edgy.
That first 15 minutes, I was just thinking, what is this guy doing right now?
Yeah, the kick in was like my kick in, mate.
How's this?
Yeah, it's just
it's good. Like, we can hear you.
Fuck me.
No, I can't. Dave,
You can't hear him.
Dave, say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, good.
Fucking technology shit.
Yeah, I get that every week.
All right.
These 3 uncles.
Yeah, right on time then, right? So that's Arsenal.
Yeah.
1-0. Oh, a quick question. Just do you think William Saliba's world class or not quite there yet, or getting there?
100% world class. If anyone tells me he's not world class,
right now, yeah.
Right now he's world class. He's playing against the best, putting him in his pocket. I feel like he still needs tweaking, but I right now he is in world class form. He's world class form right now.
I guess so. Like yeah. Is he starter for France? I'm assuming he is, right?
I don't know if he is.
Yeah, because I think he was used to be on the fringes, but that's because they used to have like proper world beaters at the back, right? But now,
if the manager's picking, not like Gareth Southgate, but if the manager's picking by form, he should be starting.
Yeah, he probably is. William Saliba's an interesting one because remember, like he was at Arsenal for a few seasons, isn't it? But
he was young. He's 21. He's 21, 22.
But he was highly touted, and back then Arsenal was shouting out for a centre back. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Arsenal, their defence was dodgy. So it's kind of maybe proven, or was it lucky, or was it their plan all along, that kind of thing, to bed him in, send him out on loan, get the experience in France and come back. And that's what's made him what he is now? Or do you think he's always going to be that anyway? Who knows? Hard to say, isn't it?
I think like when scouts look at players, they see potential. They see what they kind of have a foresight of. Okay, that there's things to work on, There's areas to work on, but I feel like if he does do these things, he's going to be a world beater. I think there was a lot of high expectations for his potential, but I don't think everyone was going to be like, yeah, he's going to be a world beater. No one was saying that. No one was saying that. He was a prospect with high potential.
Yeah, he's only 22, so he must have been at Arsenal when he was like 18 or something
18.
like that.
We bought him at 18 for 20 odd mil or something like that.
I remember even when they bought him then, he was already kind of picked up, knew a lot about him, but he just didn't make the squad. We just weren't there.
It's very hard to put a defensive player at 18 into the squad. I think what he really needed was first team experience.
Yeah, which you got.
And by Arteta loaning him out for 3 seasons, I think it was 3 seasons.
Yeah, it might be.
Right?
A long time.
It was 3 seasons. Extended his contract whilst out on loan as well.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the best way to kind of manage him.
At the moment,
it's like what I'm kind of seeing from Emil Smith Rowe now. They're about a similar age. Maybe Emil might be slightly older, but he's been hampered with injuries, unfortunately. But I feel like he can come in and be a squad player, but I feel like he still needs that first team experience. He had 1.5 seasons. Emery brought him in, right, to play when we were out of we had no midfielders, no attacking midfielders, and Emery brought him in, right? But I just feel a little bit sorry for Emil because he's not kicked on as far as Saka.
He can't get into the team. That's the problem.
Do you know what I say about Emil Smith Rowe? I actually don't think. I reckon if he goes to another team, he'll just kind of fall off our radar, and he's not going to fulfill any potential. And he'll just be like, like in 5 years' time, we'll be like, oh yeah, remember that guy? And you start googling
like
him.
Ross Barkley. He's playing for Luton now.
Even worse than Ross Barkley, because Ross Barkley kind of stays within the fringes. I'm talking about more like these proper. Chelsea had a few. I forgot his name. He's a midfielder, begins with an E or something like that. Like highly touted, Echeron or something like that. And then suddenly they're just gone. And then you literally 5 years later, you think where they're at, and then like in the lower leagues or in Championship, and you're like, oh, this guy was probably bigged up. And I think that'd be the way of Emil Smith Rowe. I think more like Emil Smith Rowe, but for me, more like Tom Cleverley maybe. Although Tom Cleverley weren't highly touted, but that kind of in the fringes of a random.
I think high hopes in a big team, and then goes to.
But just get found out, and in the end, that is actually not all that.
I do feel so. I feel like he has potential. He's just probably not getting the opportunities. Like you say, you can't get in the team. That's
you know where he should go. He should go Dortmund. He should go Dortmund and bang some goals in and get.
But then you look. You think if Kai Havertz can get in the team ahead of Smith Rowe, it's like what the fuck's going on, right?
Mate.
But that's what I'm saying.
Had his right long game. He bought him for that assist, mate. That's it. There you go. Paid it off already.
Scored a pen and an assist. So 35 mil each.
I don't count that pen as anything. That was just a token.
He's got one more assist than Mason Mount. So
dude, a goal's a goal. Goal's a goal, mate. All right.
How do you make Mason?
As my Mason, he was anonymous, didn't do
stats. Are there still stats saying he's shit?
No, I looked earlier. He did quite a few. 30 plus passes. 30 plus passes this game. He did all right.
Come on, Mason, do something for me, man.
Not like your other mate Madison. He's killed it.
Madison's flying.
He got another assist, isn't it? Good goal from the corner.
Brings on us nicely onto FPL then.
What happened in FPL?
We're doing predictions first, right? We're doing
you could do results because there's no
results. So results. Arsenal City 1-0. Obviously, Vo went for 2-1 City. Wrong result. Dave went for 1-0. Wrong result the other way, and I went for 2-1 Arsenal.
Reluctantly.
So I had the right result. Reluctantly, but
I
still back my team. I was going to. And then you had Liverpool Brighton at home. Vo went for 3-1 Liverpool.
Bang that one in.
Dave went for 4-2.
Close.
And then I went for 2-1. So we were all expecting Liverpool to win that one.
Yeah.
But they didn't. And then United Brentford, for some reason, Bo went for 1-1. Didn't back the team.
That was looking alright at one point.
Yeah, it was. And then Dave went for 3-1 Brentford, was it?
Yeah.
And then I went for 2-1 Brentford as well, actually.
Right, Steve. Can't be too
So
surprised.
wrong result.
So what, none of us had faith in United, but look, pulled it out of the bag.
Just in injury time.
Not 93 and 97. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, FPL again. We got international. We're getting into international break. I didn't have a great week. Only 42 points, which is 2 points below average. Burnley player own goal. Yeah, captains was a nightmare this week. A lot of people went Son, obviously versus Luton.
I did too. Yeah.
Or Haaland, and they're like 2 or 3. Like everyone that did Salah, obviously licking lips, man. 15 points haul against Brighton. So like they just flew up the league. Do you think you guys were still blindly captain Haaland, or well, not blind because I said you try to go Son, but do you think it's you'll start differing anyway?
Yeah, well, I didn't do my team.
Trying to.
I forgot there was an early kickoff. I was going to actually do it at lunchtime.
The thing is, early not having a kickoff is unforgivable. I understand if you forget if there's a Friday game, but I think 90 or 80% there's a lunchtime game. So it's for the TV. It's always a lunchtime game.
Do it by 10 o'clock, man.
Yeah,
there is and there isn't.
You ended up being on 31 points, Dave.
Yeah, because I had 2 transfers to use, and I said this last week I was going to do like before the international game. I used to do a bit of a risk.
What was you going to do? Like if you had the chance to?
Well, obviously I would have triple captain Salah.
Right,
would have been of course. Yeah, of course.
Whatever, man. And shit, man.
You what? Triple captain Salah.
I actually would have captain Salah because
you would have bought him a McTominay, right?
Yeah, and we bought him a McTominay as well.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, a lot of sites were actually tipping Salah to be captain.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's probably good now anyway. Like if people, because Salah captain's just been a bit boring kind of thing. So I mean, not Salah, Haaland.
Haaland. Yeah.
So
the fact that he's ranked 2.
But I had Madison on the bench.
Oh, did he not come on?
He was third sub.
Oh my
to be honest,
goodness
you still would have done shit anyway. You would have been on 37 points. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, I'm not too far off average points though.
Yeah.
No. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have put Areola in goal. I would have put Turner because he had an easier game. Areola had a Newcastle.
Yeah. That's my mistake.
Enjoy your third from bottom, mate. You can stay there.
Don't worry, mate. Don't worry, mate. I've shown you my medals. So for people that don't realise, I'm actually a former champion.
Former champion, yeah.
Former champion.
You sound like Leicester. You know where they are, right? Okay. Anyway, moving on nicely. Look, Dave's favourite part of the section. We've actually got. It's time, right? It's question time, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me it was a bit on the side. We've actually got 14. Can you see this yet? Where is it? There you go.
14. Wow. 14
actually, I think 2 were the old ones. So we've got 12.
I think
everyone's just.
Well, I think Vinny's just been busy.
Issues,
no. Vinny's been busy, isn't it? One baby in one hand, texting another phone.
No, he actually said he only did one question this week. So someone out there has got a lot of sumsy, you know what I mean? And we're only here to help. So again, I don't know. Should I just choose the few I think?
Yeah, just choose a.
Yeah,
we're early. Look, we've still got 22 minutes of usual time. I don't know another 10. We can go on for ages. So I'll start off with Vinny's very random one. And it was a 2-part question. It said, what would you do if your long-term partner revealed they have a successful OnlyFans account? And then lead on was that. And then, what would you do? It's the same thing, but what would you do if your long-term partner told you one of their desires was to start an OnlyFans account? So I don't know. Is Vinny trying to tell us something? Does he? I don't know. Is
he the successful partner?
I was going to say, I'm going to search for Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny. No, I think we're all going to be on the same page. It's not something we'll like or desire, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's desire. It's not a desire.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even a like. either, did he? As well.
Yeah. The only way
Wait,
I thought. The only way I thought.
When he says successful though, like what does he mean? Like bringing in money, paying for, like be able to like have a comfortable life or what?
Yeah, let's say that. Yeah, comfortable life, whatever it is. Like, would you be happy with it? I mean, I guess after your initial shock, and then she shows you your bank statement, you'd be like, yeah, all right, carry on. When's the next schedule? Right? You know what I mean? Sign me up. Send me the link.
I think if she's secretly done it and then she's felt bad that she needs to say something about it, then like carry on. For me, I'll be like, all right, carry on doing your whatever it is, just as long as you sort out everything else, then carry on.
So in your mind, it's a pass for you. It's doable, right? Like
It's a pass if let's say that bank statement is what it is.
Yeah,
put a number on it.
No, like a millionaire. She's a millionaire, that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
That's easy pass. But let's be like realistic. Like, I don't know, monthly she's bringing in what, 6 to 10K monthly.
No, but rewind
that's even a lot. That's still a lot, right?
No,
surely.
Rewind it back a bit. Even if she was a multi-millionaire, she said, "Oh, I've got OnlyFans." I don't think. Well, you said you are, but I don't think you can be happy with it. I don't think a lot of us would be.
No. I'm not. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm still unhappy.
Yeah,
I'm still unhappy.
You let her carry on.
But I'll let her carry on because she's already been doing it. Like, I can't stop that. How can you stop that? And she's still bringing in money and whatever. Then fine, carry on.
Sure. I can't have it because
you'd say stop. You say stop.
You have to.
Yeah, I can't have you boys fucking logging in and looking at her.
No, they say you can't have your.
If it's already done, think about if she's earned that much as well. Think about how many people are already seen that shit already.
Yeah, but then obviously that's just she'll just they'll have regulars, but then she'll just get more, and then obviously if people find out, like.
But anyway, no, honestly, the thought of your missus parading and not parading, but like
the thought of it, I don't like it.
Man.
Yeah,
like I always,
I
don't know when we were younger, but like those models from Nuts and you'll be like, oh, imagine if I was dating one of them, but you wouldn't be able to cope. You know what I mean? Like just.
I think mentally, you really need like.
You need to be like.
You need a different mindset.
You need a different mindset. No, and you need to be the equivalent of them, if that makes sense. Yeah, like like models attract models, that kind of thing. And like I don't know the word, but they're gonna be. They're just different. Like you can't have a kind of a model type person dating a regular, is what I would say. Yeah. And not even just a model, but I'm like, if you're like the pop-up model, just those good-looking models, fair enough. But I'm talking about a glamour modeling and all that. They're like a different mindset. Do you know what I mean? So. I think it'd be very hard for them to be dating a regular, and
for me, if I didn't know about it, and she's been doing it for years, and I didn't know about it, then I'm okay with that because she's been doing it for years. But she's had the balls to come up and tell me that was happening. Obviously, it's gonna be a hard decision, but once I see that bank statement, I'm fine. If I was starting out with this person, then I will have a problem with it because that I didn't come in to sign up for it and whatever. I'm not gonna do that. That's not what I want. That's not what I want, right? But if she's done it for so long, there's nothing I can do at that point, right? Can't do what you just tell me. Oh, I'm gonna up and leave. I don't think I could.
No, but but I'm a bit different. I want that shit.
Good luck in your OnlyFans adventure, Vinny, and All right, so this one, moving on. I quite like this question. Is it okay to stay in a relationship if you're no longer in love with your partner?
Is it okay?
Is it okay to stay in your relationship if you're no longer in love with your partner?
That's marriage, isn't it?
What's the circumstance? Yeah.
So yes. All right. Next question. Right.
Yeah.
Is it okay to stay? I say I think it is. I mean, and I think the harsh reality is that a lot of people do. Not a harsh reality because there's pros and cons to it. If that makes sense. Like I think.
I would say my parents are like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say the older generation have a
Yeah.
different mindset to us, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they are literally like a lot of our. I think a lot of our parents, they're probably their first relationship, right? First love or kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because they were by their 20s, you know, they're having a kids and everything, and I think they kind of like didn't have that choice. It's just more set upon of, oh, this is who you're getting one with. Then they have kids really early, and then the kids become their life, and then I don't think there is. Yeah, yeah. I don't think there's that love that we like modern kind of people kind of have, because now we judge more things, we do more things, we kind of understand them more, and we're more compatible. Whereas they're just thrown into it, and whether they love each other or not, they kind of stay together. And so that for
I,
me is a good thing. You should stay. You get me?
isn't
There's no.
that isn't that love in a it's a different type of love. It's not your romantic love. It's a committed love.
Yeah, it's committed love.
I feel like it's a committed love, as in like you're there. You've made that commitment. It's a promise to each other that you'll make everything possible to make your family as well structured as you know um
Yeah.
I don't think I feel like the context of love, how it's defined, is very, in a lot of people's eyes, very basic. Like I've been through that kind of motion, and you know, from a personal experience viewpoint, um, it's harder to continue, but you do it out of commitment of that love. That is commitment is still part of that love aspect. Love, when people say love, is like hearts and like kissing and what and hug. What it's not that. That's not what love is. Love is commitment, a commitment, and a
Yeah.
promise that you made.
But you're bringing on the love, like we say, the love for the commitment, like I said, like we say about some of our other parents. But I think what is interesting about the question is that, let's say now that we're modern kind of thing, and we start off all lovey dovey in the honeymoon period, you know, I love you, we buy this, buy that, and then there comes a point where you just kind of stop doing those things and stop being that loving couple that we just kind of think that you used to be.
That's
And then now they're just more like, so you don't love them like how you used to.
You won't be. Yeah. You won't stay committed. If there's an option to get out, you'd probably get out, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. I think
that's easy
I
though,
think
isn't it?
yeah, for me the question is lingering, like almost, is it okay to stay? Like, should you stay, kind of thing? And I think if
is
there's
okay
reason
to
to
stay.
stay, you stay.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on where you are in your kind of life. You know what I mean? Like your age, kids or not. If there is alternatives or not, you know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah, I sort of get it. But
I think it's okay to stay.
here's a quick question for you guys: do your parents still sleep in the same room?
Yes, mine do. Yeah, yeah.
Will.
It's been a while since I've been home. I think when my dad was working full on, they probably slept separately when he was working full on, because he had early days and stuff. But I think now, more recently, they're more together now. I think it's phases. Like, that's what a marriage is, right? It's different phases and different stages. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna love you all my life, and that's not. You have to be realistic. You're not gonna have that. If that's what you're looking for, then you're gonna be in. You don't get married. Just be in relationships and continue doing that if that's what you want. But marriage is completely different. And I'm thinking about this question from a married perspective. But if you're in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship and you're not in love with that person, then, you know, it is, don't force yourself to get married because you want to, or force yourself to have kids because you want to rekindle that love. If it's not there, it's not there. Like, but once you get to that marriage stage, that's the commitment that you made, and you carry on with that.
So with that commitment, you're saying, so if in a nutshell, your answer to that question is yes, you should stay there, isn't it? If you stop loving each other in that way, you're so pot committed with everything, with life, and then, you know, I'm guessing you know, your house, kids, yada yada. You don't love your partner per se like you used to, but you do stay, right?
But it's a different type of love. What I'm saying is not that lovey-dovey love. It's a different type of love. Like there's different variations of that, and I think people misconstrue it.
You're talking about
I
commitment.
think people, that is a love though. That is part of love. That commitment.
Yeah,
if you don't love that person, you don't commit to that person.
Point, Will, for me, you're kind of alluding that when
you
are, it's a different kind of love. But I think for this question, it means the love has gone though, because your love has transitioned.
Okay.
You don't love them anymore. They don't love you. Right. You don't love them.
Yeah, but you love them.
Okay. Well, the simple answer is yes. Yes, stay. You can still stay.
Stay. And, you're right, Dave. I agree with you though, because you stay because the love has changed. You don't love them like you used to, but the love has changed, and then you stay. And I think, yeah. I think everyone's relationship you can't stay in the same kind of love you have when you first started.
It evolves. That essential feeling that you want to feel, it changes in time, and as the longer that you stay together, I feel. I've never seen any couple maybe it like being like when you see like old couples, that I think they've gone to that stage of love. That's when you see the old couples holding hands or whatever, that is that another stage. That's not from the beginning. I'm telling you that now. That's not from the beginning love. That's through eventual time that love has kind of changed a little bit, but eventually it kind of seems like they've just kind of done that all their lives.
Okay, so let's just finish that off. Let's say that's the case, but you're married, you don't love you don't love each other more, and you've got no commitments to each other. Like there's no kids involved.
Yeah.
Do you still stay together?
Let me if I change your question slightly, so a little bit, because like what hit me before, like Bill Gates, right? He's about 75 or something, or nearly 80 or whatnot, and he's recently divorced with his wife, and they got kids, but all their kids are old. But when I first read those kind of stories, I'm like, what's the matter with you, lot, man? You're nearly at your death, right? Just stay together for the sake of it. Stay together for the sake of the kids, and just keep that like family together, whatnot. And that was my first reaction. But now, as time's gone on, I kind of understand why they shouldn't stay, because by then all the kids are mature. They all live in their own life. And then if you're kind of out of love with each other and doing your own thing, there's no reason to stay by then. So from my initial point of being like, oh man, you're so stupid, just stay together. You only got about 10 years left on this earth. I've completely changed that now. I understand it. Why, if it's kind of different, just leave. You know what I mean?
What's changed that for you though?
I think because there's
big experience in it myself, isn't it?
I feel if you're coming to that sort of conclusion, then it's better for you not to be together, and you two can go. If you're doing things separately anyway, which you probably are, you might as well just do it properly. Yeah. Like if you're not doing things together because you don't love each other, and you're out or she's out, and you're not doing you're sleeping separate beds, that sort of thing, then there's just it's more like there's not even commitment. You're just together for like convenience or something like that, and then that's why I think as much as it might hurt, you just call it. And like I said, if you've got no commitments, like your children are not growing up or you don't have any children, then that sort of makes it a bit better.
I think there's been a old age taboo of divorce as well, like
especially Chinese,
especially with Asians. Like it's seen as it's a taboo, right? You don't really do it, but I think in this modern day and age, it is obviously more accepted, but for the better of the two people involved, I feel like you almost not waste less time, but you just need to look after yourself. Like you really do need to look after yourself. And I think back in those days there weren't any such thing as like mental health and stuff like that. Some people feel trapped, for a very long time and not be able to get out of what seems to be like a friendly prison to a lot of people. So, it's I don't know if it's me, but I feel like Vo's been staring at me for ages. So I think might have lost connection.
Oh, you have,
never.
yeah. You're right.
I thought he was just staring at me in solemn and listening with intent, but he's just frozen.
Oh, he's gone. But no, I do get what you mean. I think there's obviously a bond, like it's, you know, it might not be love, but I guess it is in the way.
Yeah,
I feel
it's double-edged in a way because divorce is not a bad thing. I've learnt that. I've learnt that the hard way, but I also think double-edged. It allows people to think very easily about having that as an out as well.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like
there's less emphasis on working on something.
No, I agree. It shouldn't be the first choice.
No,
but I do feel now it's probably more of an option than it used to be.
Yeah.
But
agreed.
I just feel, I think that Bill Gates is a good example because you think, what the hell?
Yeah.
But then, you know, it's probably the right thing to do.
Yeah,
because he knows she's not. Yeah, he knows whatever happens, he won't have like a guilty conscience because she's gonna make like she's fine, like in terms of money and stuff like that. So there's no reliance on him for her.
Anyway, hopefully whoever gave that question, good luck on your
together.
adventures.
good luck.
Yeah, stick together.
Stick
Good luck
together.
on your adventures, whether you're in love or out of love. Just stick it through till the kids are old, and we can all move on.
But
all right, I think we can fit in one or two more. Let's see how it goes.
Is there a quick
Do
one?
you want another love question? Or
Is there a quick one on
Nah,
there?
they're all quick one. Not really. They're like I said, they're all debaters, man. They're all debaters.
I think it's the same person from last week. Need some more help.
There is another. I think along the same lines. Do you think? This one. Someone definitely needs help. Someone definitely needs help on this one, right? Can you truly love someone without ever having met them in person? So, mate, someone has fallen head over heels for this Tinder date or coffee meets bagel.
It's that,
and they need our uncle's help, mate. So
don't fall for it. It's a big hairy guy from Eastern Europe
called Dave.
Called Dave. Yeah. So, can you truly fall in love with someone without having ever met them in person?
That's not true love, man. That's just lust. For me, that's just. I don't know. I mean, you could have like long conversations and stuff like that.
How about blind people?
I don't think that's
you got me there. You got me there, mate.
But anyway,
without ever meeting them, without ever meeting them in person, face to face.
So it's all...
I think that like through like dating experience, without having that person in front of you to feel their vibe, this body language, falling for someone isn't just about a few pictures or their voice or how you perceive they're talking when they're texting you and they're chatting. Like, that's all different. You have to physically see this person in front of you, their vibes, their mannerisms, because like on video chat you can hide a lot of that stuff. You can hide that for half an hour or 2 hours, but when you're in real life, you're meeting these people, you'll see them in their everyday environment. And I feel like there is a certain vibe that can be given off when you are with someone in person, and people look different from I mean, I might look handsome here, but in real life I'm a ugly troll that lives under a bridge.
Like 5'9", but in reality you're 5'6". Yeah,
exactly that. So it's important. I think it's important. I really don't feel for whoever this person is. You should be falling head over heels. You need to go in there with some caution as well. If you're happy, great. Like if you're happy, great. But I would still advise you just go and meet this person.
Look, I love how we're taking an angle of this is actual a real life scenario, and we're actually.
I don't know. It might be, you know. We might need to help a brother out. Like, I don't want this.
That's what we're
brother.
Here. That's what
Like,
we're here for.
Even, yeah.
I echo what Will says. I think loss could be, but I think sometimes it's it's a fantasy that you like about them. But definitely, I think you have to meet them in person, and see what they're like face to face. Because it's especially if you're not even talking to them on the phone or video chatting them, and you're just doing it on WhatsApp. Then that's...
No, but I think the question is maybe you have seen them, you have chatted, and you see. It's not a blind. You're not talking to a blind person. You're not talking to, like you said, Dave from West Midlands, who's 59, pretending to be a girl, that kind of thing. It's more.
I made a lot of money that way.
Yeah, but, I think the question's more angled of like you obviously haven't met them in person, but like, can you fall in love with them over someone?
I think it's.
And so obviously, Will and Dave, you said no. I actually give it a different angle. I think you actually can.
I think it's possible. I'm not saying it's a hard no. It's possible.
I think it's the thrill and that sort of masking.
It is masking, but what I'm saying is that if you have a good enough rapport on the chats and let's just say a normal relationship, and I've not met her, but like we WhatsApp every day kind of thing, and obviously we're not met because of whatever reason, but obviously there's a reason for not meeting, or maybe they're like in let's say long distance or whatnot, or they're not in the country, but then we send pictures and it's like we kind of develop a relationship. So it's not as if straight away we chat and we're like, oh, let's be a boyfriend girlfriend. But what I mean, you obviously know you like each other through the messaging kind of thing. And then let's say we do that for like 3, 4, 6 months, and then it's not just like it becomes a thing where we'll be communicating, we'll be sending pictures together, literally telling them all our whole day kind of thing. As if the only bit missing is that we haven't met. But then we've done all the other bits. We're chatting as if we're literally soulmates kind of thing. And I think you can, so you don't have to meet them, because if all of that is going well, the meeting part is just a bonus. And when you do meet, you should feel like if it's been long enough and your relationship is solid enough in that chat, as if you see each other every day, if that makes sense. I'll give you an example. Because WhatsApp now, we have so many friends that we don't see for like 1 or 2 years. But as soon as you see them, it's as if you've seen them every week. Does that make sense? So,
that's different. You've already met them physically.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying with the friends one. I'm just saying you literally take off on where you left off from, and as if you feel like you've not seen this person. You literally feel like you've seen them every week. So I'm saying with a girl, if you have that rapport, the seeing them is just a bonus part, and then it's not as if you're going to be like, because by then you should know each other. And I think like two people liking each other, it's almost just a decision. So if you make the decision of, I really like this person, I love her, and she feels the same way, when you do meet, it's not going to... so the fact that you haven't met, it's not going to put you off, that kind of thing. And, as long as you're not catfish, then like you meet them and it is the person, and we're taking that scenario away, like we know it is the real person, she sent pictures of her family, of her, you've had voice calls, you've just not met... I think you can love them because, if they meet the criteria, they look decent, they've got nice banter, they've ticked all the right boxes. Having them physically there is just a bonus. And then
would you send money to them?
No,
I mean that's really out of context. That one, that was out. That was just for bants. That was. I feel like I get what you mean. I feel like you get. Let's just say it was all long distance. Like one was in, I don't know, Scotland, and one was wherever in London. Like I could see it, and this is for the friend here that is sort of
in a long distance. Kind
of ask this question. I would still make the effort to like. Hold it. You can still have that kind of feeling, but hold it. I wouldn't say just open up like that straight away. I feel like you should be a little bit guarded for. I know it takes away some of the romance or whatever you want to call it, but I still feel meeting someone in person, seeing their everyday mannerisms is as important as talking every day, being on the phone or whatnot. There is a difference. Trust me, there is a difference.
There's a huge difference, and I'm not saying this is happening to our friend, but she could be hiding something or doing something.
Yeah.
That
I think you lot are thinking too deep. I think the question is just more broad. Do you think you're feeling love? Because I would say I didn't love Leanne when but before we met and we haven't met each other, we just chatting. You get that feel. You just
but
know
that's not love though.
Right for me.
That's not love.
That's not love. That's intrigue.
It's not love.
That's intrigue and infatuation.
That's liking someone. I think it's really hard to say.
Infatuation is not love.
Yeah,
it's
a bit like love.
But what I'm saying is, I tell you about, I didn't love her. I didn't say, oh my god, man didn't love this girl, guys. But what I'm saying, I could confidently say I was about 80-90% sure that I'm gonna get in a relationship with her. If that makes sense, because I like her enough. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but that's not.
Yeah, that's not.
Before even meeting her, though.
That's not love.
Well, would you call that? Would you call that the action of falling in love? That kind of. You're not in love, but you're the actions that's bringing you to make those decisions. That's the act of that, like on the way to falling in love.
Yeah,
it's
I'm not
on
sure,
the way.
It's
on the way there. Yeah,
I weren't falling in love. I wasn't in love. I wasn't falling in love. But I could confidently say that. Oh, do you think this is gonna be a solid relationship? I even before meeting her, 89% yes. I'd answer yes.
I get that because you're talking regularly. You probably like messages, like sending 1,000 messages every day.
Yeah.
But that's still not love.
Okay, so maybe I've got maybe if you ask me like that, then yeah, it's not love, but so
because if you love that person, you go and see that person.
Yeah. No.
You make every effort to go and see that person if you're in love.
Right.
No?
Yeah, no. But I'm just saying. I think I'm answering a different kind of question, thing. I wasn't in love.
Well, okay. Let's answer the question. I'll say no then on that question.
I'd say no as well for that one.
I was still sticking on.
But yes. I can see your point.
I understand.
I can see why you say your point. I can see your point, but I don't think you can.
Yeah, you can't say you're
fall in love without meeting this person.
Yeah.
So again, in summary, good luck. Don't send her money, but it can happen. Yeah.
Can happen.
Yeah, should we call it there, or do you want one more? Or?
I think that would be a nice one to close off on. To be fair,
so
that's a nice one to close off.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Keep it. Look, for whoever sent all those other questions, we'll get around to it. Don't you worry. Tune in for next week.
If we keep adding 10 questions a week, we'll never get through these other old questions.
Yeah.
We'll go through the old questions. Like we'll hold off on the questions.
Unless
you've got a dying passion and dying. You need the 3 agony uncles to help you. Then
send in a super chat with £5 and we'll bump it up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. That's
right.
Super chat. But yeah, just for record, we take no liability for what we've just said. If we go tits up,
and that's a good point. We'll find out who it is as well, though.
If you fall in love with someone you've not met, don't blame us. And if you see in a relationship that you don't love her no more and you're miserable, don't blame us either. Okay?
Yeah. If you lost money, it's not on us either.
Right. Nice.
Okay. On that note, shall see you guys later.
Cheers, everyone.
Right. Good night, everyone.